I'm sure
You're a stronger man than me.
it wasn't really hard to cut out caffeine, to be honest. We are now in streaming, recording. Yep,
Okay.
beautiful.
Okay, and we are in Devil's Arena with Megowers versus Rapture, with Megowers killing first on the Blight Killer on Suffocation Pit 1. Really, really exciting set. I do love a good classic set myself with Suffocation Pit and Blight going like bread and butter. So again, I am not alone. I am here casting with
Thank you,
Untamed
thank you.
Puppy.
I think it
What
should
do
be
you think
really
of the set?
exciting. Blight sets are always fast and furious, so to speak. You always see a lot of action, a lot of tags. It should be really, really fun to see, fun to commentate, and hopefully the viewers enjoy it as well. Should be really exciting, I think.
Yeah, like I said, we are seeing our first set coming on. This is Meowger's pick, so I'm expecting some big things,
Yeah,
honestly.
it should be really good. We do see our killer currently inside the tunnel at main, memeing, I guess, or that was
Oh,
just
the
maybe
back bump.
a little bit of a bug. We do see corrupt being used as well. It should help him slow things down, help him get some downs and stuff before too many gens start popping off. Obviously, the survivor's going to cross the map to get the gens what they can work on. We do see a pallet stun there as well. Nia is going to get tagged.
Yeah, like I said,
Sorry,
we are.
cough there.
Yeah, we gotta remember as well. This is a cross
Oh
ping
yeah,
match
NA.
because Meowgers are NA East to NA West, and we do see Rapture who
Ooh.
is EU. So like I said, we are going to see some funky hits, I think, and we do see our first down coming onto game over here. Who will be taking first pick before Jen is popped, which is not a bad pace coming in from Meowgers
No,
here.
it's definitely a good start, I think. We do see one gen popping as well, as you called it.
Yeah, like I said, it's almost the caster's curse. The minute I say there's not a gem popping, there will be one popping. We do see Chase coming onto Flix here, who it's got a beautiful God Rock coming into this. Hopefully he can play this to the best capacity, but again, with crossping, it can be a little bit hard, but he managed to get the stun through it. Fantastically done
Yeah,
here.
Flix is one of them players. He's played for a lot of experienced teams. Obviously, on Rapture at the moment. I think he might have been on Era before. He's on a lot of teams with high-skilled players. He should be used to ping. Should be able to get away with most of the things. Fasty's also one of them sort of players. So I think we should see a really good match. It might be a little bit difficult for our killer here, but I'm sure they're up to the challenge. And hopefully we're going to see a really good result.
Well, like I said, well, coming in with their pick first down here is quite a benefit for them, so they're going to see kind of how they're setting up the match. They must be confident in their Blight and playing against Blight, so I'm excited to see how Meowger serves kind of compare up. Again, not to diminish any sense, but Rapture is a fantastic team. A really, really strong team on its own, so it is going to be a hard match, but we do see Game Over getting tapped into the corner here, which is going to put us onto our second stage at 3 gens, which again, it's a little bit of a slower pace, I'd say.
Exactly. Like I said, we do have the second hook coming in. The Survivor's really doing well to get the gens done. The killer at the moment, I think, try and force them off gens. He needs to keep chases where the gens are. Of course, the Survivors are going to try and maintain the opposite. They're going to try and take the chases away from the active gens here. We do see quite a few near main, sort of almost like a 3-gen this killer could be protecting. But the problem is, like I said before, the chases are going opposite side of the map here, which can obviously be really, really difficult for our killer. So he's going to have to kind of force them down to the top of the map, I think. Well, up to the top of the map. Otherwise, it's going to be a lot harder for him.
Yeah, like I said, with there's only one gen on the side, so I'm not sure if this is worth protecting at this point, and we might as well go for the active gens, which will be top. Because like sometimes when you're in the moment, though, you kind of forget where everything is and where your gen sets are, and I understand it completely. But again, it seems like this Blight has recognized that they do need to start rotating up this map, because we've got a beautiful 4-gen, I think, up this side. I don't know if you saw that there, but I think we have wonderful 4-gen there, which can cause a little problem to the serve.
Like you said before, Rapture's a really experienced team. They should be able to play around this. But they're really going to have to keep their communication on point to avoid multiple tags here from this Blight, especially with so many gens being so close. Like, we see one tag there on Flix right now. He's going to try and take Chase away. Obviously, he's going to come where it's going. We do see our killer just committing to where the gens are right now.
Yeah, like I said, taking Chase into the gen set here is really, really nice. And obviously, Rapture not choosing to
We
play
do see a
totems
lucky
here.
hit
So
there,
well
obviously,
strange.
like you said about the ping.
I was going to say a bit of
My
a
see the
lag
ace
there.
getting hooked. I think it's his first hook, if I'm not mistaken. But we'll wait and see, I suppose. But either way, it's going to be a third hook for Megowers here. And it is his first hook, so it's another fresh.
Yeah, like I said, that is another fresh on the board here, which is really good. And for free gens, we're starting to pick up the pace again, which is really, really nice. We also are kind of key at top, and it seems like we're lagging a little bit. I said I don't blame. I think any east to EU should be 130 ping, if I'm correct. If it's west, I think 150 to 160 if you're on the good side. Listen, so it is going to be a little bit of a difficult matchup here. And we do see a double pop coming through from Rapture here. Fantastically played. Our Blight opting to camp out our player here on hook, or ace. Which again, I don't know if it's the right choice because we need that pressure and we've only got 4 stages. But again, we are preemptively going quite far from the hook for the kind of proxy camping he's wanting to do here. We do see a reset coming onto Flicks as well, which I think they're going to try and set up for a save sometime soon, but I think we are going to go into second before they manage to come in.
And that is confirmed second stage, which is definitely going to benefit our killer here. We do only see 4 hooks at the minute, which is not the strongest start with 4 gens being done right now. So Megowers going to have some work to do when it comes to Survivor. So we're going to have to wait and see what they can pull off, but it's looking really difficult right now for them.
Like I said, Rapture just around this hook like flies. You can see them all. They're just absolutely pressuring this and the gen as much as they can. And we do see a hook kind of coming in there, but unfortunately just not getting out. And we are going to swing through the pallet, but does not hit. I don't think the ping is that strong, but you know what?
Oh,
it's worth a try.
he's stuck in the animation. It's a visual bug. It should be fixed now. There we go.
Obviously, the Blight's having a bit of a good time there, but we are going to see sure that we can get LOS blocking on the edge map here, but we're choosing not to commit to this, and I think we are going to go... Actually, we are going to go commit to it. The bum logic was a little bit confusing for me there, but you know what? I respect it. I respect the choice. Like I said, I think Rain here might be playing a little bit for the ping, but again... If you're in this scenario, I think I would do the same. If you know you're on a cross-ping match, you can abuse it as much as possible. Oh, unfortunate Mac collision coming in there, and we do get tag coming onto game over here. Fantastically done. Okay, we are going to play this tile by main. Again, it needs to be played really, really well, but I think we are just opting to leave it. And we are just going to take tag onto our ace here, which is our tunnel out. But again, with 1 gen left, it's a little late on the tunnel out. And we do get pallet stun instead of getting ping hit through. I'm telling you, they're going to be praying to God that didn't hit there. But we are doing a fantastic job. And we catch them out on the rotation into the tile. And we are going to go down, and that will be a death onto our ace here.
5 hooks isn't too bad. It's below par, but it's a good performance. Obviously, like you said before, Rapture's just a really good team overall. It's definitely going to be harder to get the expected result against a team that strong. So we're gonna have to see what happens when the sides swap over. But yeah, I think it's gonna be difficult for our survivors in the next half of this set, to be honest.
Like I said, it is. They're definitely a hard team to go, but we can't count out Meowgers. I've seen them compete in Tofu, which they haven't done too badly in. But like I said, Tofu is very different to some major leagues as well. It can be a very big switch in skill. Because obviously it's more aimed to lower tier teams. And we do see Flicks running into the killer, which will secure a 2k down. Not a bad result from where we started, honestly.
No, yeah, definitely. They've improved.
Yeah, like I said, the 2k is not completely unbeatable.
No, and that'll be 8 stage right now. 8 stage 2k, not too bad at all. Well, I wanted it to close all of them. Devil's Arena match screen. Alright, there we go. We're back. We're good. I don't know what's actually going on with the stream. I have no idea. I just hope it's going to fix itself and catch up, I guess. Oh. I'm getting nuked in the comments for the Wi-Fi. I mean, technically speaking, it's Ethernet, but that's not the point. If the internet itself goes down, there's not much you can do whether you're on Ethernet or Wi-Fi.
Yeah, like, it kind of is what it is.
This is why it's always good to record, just as a safety measure, regardless. Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Devil's Arena. We do have our second part of the first set here. Blight set. We're now going to see Rapture on Killer. Should be really exciting. We saw a really impressive performance from them on Survivor. We are going to hope that they can replicate the same, but on Killer. I'm really excited to see how things go. What do you think they're going to have to do here to get their win on here, Feels?
It's going to be a tight one. Like I said, they are fantastic players in general. And we need... it's going to need to be a faster start. Like I said, we did see a bit of a really slow start last round. Like I said, it's definitely a difficult one.
We do see the first tag here on the Lara. She's going to run, I was going to say through main, but no, she's not going that way. Going to play the 50 here and definitely not going to get down. We do see sprint bursts. I didn't see, well, it might have been life.
Like I would love to commentate, but unfortunately there is no
sorry.
stream.
I literally just
It's okay.
what you said. My brain.
Yeah, it's okay.
There you go.
It's okay. It's okay. Thank you. Like I said, I would love to see the slippers, but we do see a down on Lily as that happens, unfortunately. This is a lot faster of a start than what we just saw. Like, really a lot faster. But we are going to see kind of a similar build to what we saw last round. I think actually the exact same build, if I'm not mistaken. But we are pestering a lot more in the gens. Like I said, we didn't see this as much as last round, where we saw a lot of gen pressure, but it seems like we were getting that early gen pressure and taking tags wherever we can.
Oh, we do see another down here. It's going to be a second fresh hook for our Killer. It's a really good start here from Rapture, in my opinion. Really fast. No gens popped yet. And it should be really good. I definitely need a drink.
It's okay, it happens to the best of us, but we are going to see a basement hook coming in onto this to white. Can I say, as much as Megowers are not having the best of start, their outfits are immaculate. Absolutely fantastically done. But we are seeing a lot more gen pressure coming in, and there is a nice little gen split. Both sides here, actually. Seems like quite an equal split with a 3-3 with gen and mid. But no, we are seeing our Blight just kind of patrol the mid area, trying to stop these crosses. And as we do that, we do find a Nancy who we managed to swerve into and get the tag on our Nancy here, which is really nicely done for here. Do we manage to get the down onto our Nancy in a timely manner? Because, like I said, it's going to be hard to recover from this from Megowers if we keep getting tags like this. If we keep getting caught on the crosses, we are going to have a little bit of a hard time just kind of catching up with gen pressure, unless they are just absolutely demolishing that top side. You know, we are seeing our Blight going to check on our top as I say this, and we do get Lara on the cross here. Extremely unfortunate. I think a lot of people forget how important it is for travel tags. Like, travel tags are a bit of a nightmare if you get them, and like I said, it's just causes such a free tag for no reason. We do see our Lara going down, and on that we find our Meg as well, who is our bodyguard Meg of the day. But unfortunately, it seems like it's just going to get into a tag, and I feel like it's just snowballing out. I don't know about you.
Yeah, it
Bobby.
seems like I think we're going to end up in a 4K, maybe at 3 gens. That's me being optimistic. The Killer's got a lot of pressure here, and he's really managing to put these survivors in power right now. We do see the Meg trying to go edge map, trying to kind of salvage something. There's not really any resources to use. We do see 2 slugs on the floor right now. Bad position with a third also injured. Right now, I think Lily needs to probably stealth out, try and find the Dwight for a reset. And they need to kind of slow things down, slow the pacing down, not worry about the gens right now, because if they focus too much on that, they're going to get caught out, and it's just going to be a 4k5, which is obviously not ideal for them. So we're going to have to see a stealth. The reset has happened now, and yeah, we're going to have to slowly ease it back into this and try and get them slugs off the floor really carefully. Knowing this is a really aggressive Blight, and he's able to get the tags as quick as he can, they're going to have to be really careful about this.
Yeah, like I said, they are just giving out so many free tags that, again, I don't think it's a very good recovery, especially with the sense of what Megowers brought on the first round here and what the result was with the 2k. It's not even salvageable at this point, and we are just giving it another tag onto this to White. Extremely unfortunate. They just got caught out on the stealthing, but again, I don't even know where you would start to recover
It's really difficult. I've seen a lot of games where it's almost been over with like a 3v1, and survivors have brought it back, but it really does take a lot of coordination from teams, a lot of communication, and you really have to play things right and kind of, like I said, bring the pacing down to your speed, and make the killer struggle. And right now we're not seeing that. They're not being able to slow down the pacing. The killer's playing his game, and right now he's winning his game. He's in his moment, and the Megowers right now are just struggling to shift it in their way, in their favour.
Yeah, and like I said, with our first F at 5, it is not looking like it's in the best of shape, and I don't even think they have a lot of gem pressure, because our Blight here has just been absolutely harassing everyone. As I say that, we actually do have some gem pressure. So I think ultimately this will go down to a 4k4, which again is not the best of places.
No, it's a bad situation for Megowers for sure right now.
Yeah, like I said, it was just not recoverable. Rapture really put the pressure on them in the first couple of moments of the game, and it just caused such a issue. And we do get a flare, which is extremely unfortunate here, but again, it doesn't really mean much, to be fair, because they're both getting chased, injured. We can't go really do another gem. We can maybe pick up and get a freebie back, but it just, I don't know. It just seems to be a little bit unoptimal at the moment. But
there.
Again, teams have surprised me.
I think I want to be optimistic. I want to say they're going to get another gen done, and then we're going to be looking at a 4K. I think they're going to push through and try and get one done. We do see a DS play there as well. Really, really good. The killer probably knew, to be honest, but just had to decide to eat the DS, get it out of the way, rather than it happen later on in the game.
Oh, that was a fantastic bound coming through.
Yeah,
from
it was a
Rapture
really
here.
unique
really
play
cleanly done.
To be able to get that down and just sort of work the mind game. I thought it was really, really good.
Yeah, like I said, and we are going to go back down, because remember our slug was down here, and that will be death on Lily as well. Which again, this is a 2 deaths at 4 with 2 people injured. I don't even think healing at this point is just going to do anything. And we do remember this pallet's out, and the Blight's deciding not to go, and I think he's just going to try and go for best win with the gens. He really doesn't want that gen to be done, because he had such an easy down coming onto this Nancy here, because there's obviously no pallet there, and we do get hit through the window.
Nancy's like on, she is on a gen, to be fair to Nancy, but with maybe 25% progress, it's yeah, it's not ideal. We wanted to be seeing that at around 90, 80% to get a chance. This is bad. We do see, actually, Deliverance is up. So the Nancy could maybe make a play here, but I don't know. I think it's a difficult one to call. I think you're right with what you said. This is going to be really tough, and I'm not so sure this is salvageable at all. But especially against a Blight right now, and a good one. Yeah, I think Nancy's got the right idea with the little no there. Like, this isn't doable.
To be fair, as much as it's a good Blight, I think a lot of it was to do with Megowers' positioning here, and showing how they didn't have the most optimal positioning altogether, and it just
Like,
it caused such a spiral out, and it's
like
just
they're at the wrong loop at the wrong time.
Yeah,
and it resources.
Like I said, 4k4s happen, and it's absolutely fine, but with the way it was played, this Blight is not absolutely insane. They're a fantastic player altogether. But they have made plenty of mistakes and plenty of flares to make it excusable, right?
But
But like I said, I think Meowger's made a crucial mistake, and I think the Blight has also identified that this Nancy will be our daily player. I think he is playing to this.
I think the stream should be back up and running. I think because, like you said, it restarted one. I think it's restarting the 10-minute delay. I think that's what's happening. I assume so. I mean, it's not counting down, but I assume.
But no, we are seeing this fight just doing like a victory lap, and we do see the Deliverance coming through.
Gonna try and get a hatch play here, and he's already on
coming
it.
through.
The muscle memory.
You can't really beat a Blight to the hatch.
The muscle memory right there, just to be on it so quickly. Like, even if he wasn't playing Blight.
Oh, and the drive-by.
That was a crazy hit. Gonna get that Mori.
Yeah, fantastic. Then that will be the 4K4, which will mean that Rapture takes first set, which is, again, surprising due to the fact this was Meowger's pick. And we will see Rapture's pick next, which will be Spirit.
Spirit set.
I know it. I'm very excited for that. So, like I said, we'll see you in the next game with Spirit, with Rapture killing first. Welcome back. We are going to see Rapture killing first on Spirit, which was their pick. We did see Rapture take first set against Meowgers here. So I'm actually really, really excited to see how they do, and just see if we can take a two-game sweep, or we're going to see Meowgers fight back on the Spirit set. Again, Spirit is a very, very tricky killer to deal with. It's a really, really a 50-50 game where they're getting hit. We do see this Adam getting hit even through walking. Fassi must have the most expensive headphones I've ever seen, because I would not have caught that. And we do see an early down coming on, which is going to put them on a really hard pace here, because, again, that first chase is going to mean a lot. Well, yeah, like I said, with them taking first set, they have really nothing to lose here, because they're not worrying about playing for a win. Because again, if they go down to tiebreaker, they have another chance, but Meowgers do not have another chance. They need to be taking this set. So again, Fassi has no kind of recollection to basically not play aggressive this game. Like, he can full play, oh my goodness, my words, oh my goodness. He can play fully aggressive. He can play fully aggressive here, and it won't go backfire. Yeah, like I said, this has actually been more of an up-and-coming perk in the Spirit sets, honestly. I've seen a lot of this recently. I've seen a lot of people actually running this and taking the Spirit, because it can give so much value, even on information. If you don't get the down, you can still have the information, and it is fantastic to have. And it also strikes fear, in the sense of they don't want to do anything because they're basically exposed. So this causes a lot of issues, and this is where the panic comes in. It deals with a lot of coordination as a team to be able to understand and deal with this as well. So for things like this, what Fassi is doing is also relying on their communications, in the sense of, are they able to communicate, coordinate like this? And obviously with the perk build in general, it's a lot to do with obviously the communication of the team, because we have to deal with resets, we have to deal with gem pressure, we have to understand how to do things and how to coordinate it correctly, right? With Meowgers here, we have 2 stages for 4 gens. Like I said, it's not a bad off pace for a Spirit set. Like I said, I expect someone to be just to be 1 stage right now, and this is a really, really early FTP for our first stage. That is really, really risky there, especially with the FTP, with not a lot of like pressure, because we've seen quite a lot of people around, and we are going to take Chase onto this Rain, who is going to cause a little bit of an issue. But we managed to get down in the TNL, but we do see a gem pressure going off for it. But that is going to be our second stage, coming onto our Adam here. Apparently, I don't know how to count these days, but yeah, no, we do have a def at 3, which again is not the worst place to be. It really isn't the worst place to be, but we do see our Venato going down, and we do see our Parker Choice here, Sloppy Butcher, which again, preys on the resets and obviously making it a lot harder to deal with. And obviously you have to reset in the right places, the right time, just making sure that you're out of sight, out of mind, because if you don't, if you get caught out, it could just cause such a snowball effect. But I will say Meowger's doing a fantastic job keeping up with that pressure altogether. hmm And also setting up that particular win con. Like, for example, if you have a 4K one, your killer will have to get 4K 2, which again is a really hard achievable goal here. It can cause a little bit of an issue, and that's the most of the issue here. In the sense of setting up the best win con for yourself and also your team to be able to achieve. Okay, and we are going to see FaZe coming in, and we do see Meg onto the hook here. Which again is not the worst of plays. But again, it is in deep free, which again can be a bit of an issue, but I think they're pulling a lot quicker than where they should be. I think they should be letting people hang a lot more and getting that pressure, because again, I think it might spiral into 4K2 or 4K1. But yeah, the one thing I will say that I'm very surprised by, I don't see Meowgers playing altruistically enough, like in the sense of pallet saves, flashlight saves, and plus it doesn't seem like they're setting anything like this up. It might be a lack of confidence in their ability to coordinate as a team. But again, and you don't know anything. It might just not be their playstyle, and they're more confident in their chases individually. But again, it's a lot of things that I see in sets like this are a good amount of pallet saves, which can change a game. Yeah, like I said, basement, running basement, a lot of people don't understand, but the amount of pressure you can gain if you manage to get into basement and jump into a back locker. And like I said, it can cause so much of an issue, but unfortunately our Quebec here could not get into basement quick enough, which is unfortunate. But again, it still creates some sort of pressure just to get away, but it seems like Fassi is going to take hooks. I think we're just trading off for a 4K2 right now. Actually, I stand corrected, actually. I, I think they identified the snowball that was happening and they wanted to counter it by just getting the best result they could. It's not a bad play. It really isn't a bad play, and they're really setting themselves up for a better win con, because getting a 4K2 is a lot more optimal. 3. Like I said, we do see our final chase coming onto Ace here, and I think this is going to secure us 4k1, because I don't think Ace is going to take chase and do a gen. Which again is a fabulous result coming in for Fassi here. Yeah, like I said, that can be a little bit of an issue, because I think they had not a bad start. They really didn't have a bad start, and I think for how it went out, I think if they managed to get a good palette save or flashlight save, it could have changed. It could change a lot of things. It could have made people play a lot better, but they chose, like you said, just let people get hooked and power through the gens if possible.
2, 1, and we are go. Oh, we're good. There we go.
Okay, welcome back. We are going to see Meowgers killing now with a win con of 4k2 against Rapture. Again, a really, really hard win con to be having here, but again, I've seen a lot of amazing things come out of Dead by Daylight, and we did have an earlier find last round. We do see Fassi now, who just overcommits a little bit too on the box and manages to get hit. And we do see 3 survivors now rotating from this hill. I wonder if this is going to be on the quicker side of a chase. He refuses to throw Shad Pallet, which I don't know if is a little detrimental, but I think he's just trying to die in the right place more.
Yeah, I think he's going to try and avoid using pallets as much as he can. We do see he's going to use this filler, but there's no other resources, and he's just trying to extend chase. And actually, he doesn't even use the filler. Crazy, crazy mind games, but you can really throw some killers off by playing like this. Like, I have a similar kind of play style. Like, if you can avoid using the pallets, a lot of killers just go for a pre-swing at a pallet, assuming. And if you can just try and, what's the right word? You can try and hug the loops and mind game as much as possible and throw killers off doing that. You can waste so much time, it's unbelievable. So, I only tend to use the pallets if I'm actually going to die. Like, you would there if he would have made it, if not for the ping. But it's definitely a play style that throws people off, for sure.
Yeah, talking about what we had last match as well, it seems like Rapture is going for more of a altruistic gameplay here. Again, this is their pick, so I would not be shocked if they were confident in playing it and understanding how to play it and what strats to be using.
I mean, they're doing well, obviously. We do see the slug, but we do also see one gen's popped, and well, I think they're doing really well so far.
Yeah, we're kind of on an equal pace of where we were last round. Just in the sense of the down. The down took a lot longer, but the gen pace was a lot better, and I would not be shocked if they doubled down on that gen just to get it out. We do see a fast reset coming onto Flix here.
And they're committing to that gen, and swing was missed, surprisingly, despite the ping. So yeah, maybe some really good exit lag or really good ping here from our survivor. And we are going to see our killer going kind of mid-map. Well, they're near Shack now. And we do see the hit there on that Nia. Oh, I almost mistook for a Tory Kane, but it's apparently a Nia.
It's fine. I did the same thing.
Some of the outfits for me, that's what throws it off. I had there was a Dwight outfit, and I thought it was a Jake because it was just such a weird outfit. And okay, that is a Tory. That one is a Tory, 100%.
That is a Tory, and that's a fantastic dead hard coming in from Fasty here. Like I said, I genuinely thought he just lost the killer for a minute there, but that was a fantastic, fantastic dead hard coming in. It really is just going to extend this chase to as much as possible. It seems like they're going to struggle to get this 4K, and I don't know if the tunneling is
save it and dodge.
Going to make the difference here.
Good dodge there.
Like I said, for a win con of 4K2, I don't know if this hard of a tunnel is worth it, due to the fact of he really needs to 4K
I think if I'm being honest,
to be able to make this viable.
Build does seem good. It's kind of a shame. They need a much more aggressive build to be able to do this.
To be fair, I don't think agitation was the pick here. I really don't think agitation was the pick with
I
the
see
win
people
con that
use
was
that on
served.
Huntress, and I still think it's kind of a mute point because, like, ideally for me, if you're a Huntress, you don't really want to be going basement. I mean, all right, you can proxy it, but you're gonna lose gems, right? But if you're good at Huntress, like you can snipe and stuff, why would you hook in the basement? It takes you more time to get up. You can't snipe. Do you know what I mean? You would hook on a hill or something. So I think, I don't know, Agi's... Obviously on Spirit, obviously I know it's going to be different, but I don't think Agitation's a play.
I feel like they really need the extra pressure, as a set of the win con
I
being
feel like
a
maybe
42.
if Deadlock was allowed or
it
something,
just
that would be more beneficial than Agitation. Obviously I don't know the balancing off the top of my head, but it would help
yeah,
them slow down the gens.
even that or just even a passive slowdown would be a lot
Yeah.
better, I'd say. Like even Ruin, I think would do a lot more due
I
to the
think
fact if we
the
match Chase
thing
off, and I
is,
don't think
with
camping this to
Ruin, obviously
death
I
is
get this used a lot in comp. Really efficient teams are either going to do one of two things. They're going to power through it and not care, or they will just get rid of it almost instantaneously. So it feels like, how can I put it? It feels useless. Like, people bring it anyway because, you know, why not? 50-50 chances and everything. But a really good team isn't going to be affected by Ruin, realistically. Just going to power through it or get rid of it straight away. It's like they're just shrugging it off their shoulders. That's obviously like the sort of top-ish
depends.
teams. The mid teams or the lower ones might struggle a
Yeah,
bit
of
more.
course.
But
But like I said, we do see we are on Tycon now, so Meowgers will not be taking the win on this, but we are still up to tie. Again, it's a free man, so it can be a little bit difficult, but the gen spread is not bad, and that'll be a sprint burst who is going to bait it. Fantastic job coming in from Flix here. And we are going to see kind of a committing chase on Flix. He doesn't really have anything to lose right now because we know we're at Tycon right now. Flix doing a fantastic job keeping the killer occupied on free here. But we are just going to leave, and we do have the gen spread, and I would not be surprised if they were on that gen 9 there.
we do see one of the survivors at Fun
We
Bus.
do see a rotation there. Yeah, we do see the rotation coming in, but he is not going to commit. I feel like at this point you kind of need to commit
yeah,
to
you
someone.
need the extra hook
You need to
stages.
commit, and you need to get that
like
done.
you said, the win, honestly, it's not achievable at this point. But obviously they're going to try the best to get more hook stages. But it's just the difficult scenarios. We do see that gen almost being done as well. It's got to be at least 85% progress, maybe 90. We do see obviously Eruption being used, and Dragon's Grip could maybe get them an extra down, but I don't know. I kind of feel like they're stealthing right now. They might be hiding in dump truck or something.
Yeah, let's say I would not be shocked if we do see a Dragon's Grip coming through. So I would not be surprised if we see a stealth right now. Again, if you can get this down on Flix, this would be really, really good. But we do see the last gen going off, which means Rapture is going to take both sets here.
And that'll be the win for Rapture.
Yeah, that would be a 2-take for Rapture. But again, fantastically done from Meowgers here, really putting in the effort. And we do see Dragon's Grip coming through, and we can see our Huntress a little bit happy about that. Our Huntress, our Spirit's a little bit happy with that one. You got me all confused now. But again, we are going to see the hook just coming into Flix. Again, they can just leave because they have taken the set, but I'm wondering if they're going to be playing for the glory and just maybe playing for the out.
I mean, they can get the 3 out, like, if they want to, obviously. It's just whether they deem it worth it or not. I mean, they've won at this point. It's whether they want to put in the extra effort.
Well, the issue being is that gate is so far away. Unless they open up this gate right next to them, it is going to be a bit of an issue. But no, we see Game Over just kind of harassing the hook. Just see, I wonder if they're trying to open an opportunity up over to our ace here. Yeah, they are. They're opening up the opportunity to the ace to be able to get this down. But again, I think they are just playing for the glory right now, just trying to get the best result they can. Yeah, it's all practice either way. And we have just managed to
No, they've split.
lose
So
the player,
the
I
two of them have
think.
gone to that far gate, and the other one's pressuring that one. So either way, the killer loses. Because the healthy one is over at that one, and the killer now doesn't make distance to the other gate. So it's a 3-out. It was a really good play.
That was a fantastic play coming in for Rapture there. Yeah, really, really fantastic job. And I will say, really well played from both teams. They really put in the effort. But again, Rapture will be taking the set 2-0, which means we won't be going down to our tiebreaker. Fortunate, because I do love a Billy set. But yeah, it is a very good set. But fortunately, we will not be able to see it tonight. And like I said, fantastically done coming from Team Rapture here.